Hello. Oh my God. This is great. All right. Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Evil Hour podcast. I am Dom slash Rastrophic, and I'm joined here as always.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sean Graves.
And today we got a good one for you. This is episode 3, and we are talking about Sean. If you want to say what we're talking about.
We are totally talking about games that we have rage quit on.
Absolutely. And we are glad that you are here. If you want to support the show and make sure that you are sub, leave a 5-star leave a 5-star and tell your friends and give us a listen. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, Sean, what is your first game that you would like to talk about raging?
Oh man, I am currently going through it. So, my my first game is Resident Evil.
Whoa.
I know. I
That
know, and
actually
I'm talking about
shocked
the
me.
classic.
Okay, I can get
Yeah,
behind
I've
this.
raged even in my I don't know if you guys like notice whilst I'm currently, by the way, playing Resident Evil. That is actually my third time I've ever played it.
I
For the
have seen
first
that.
time, I tried playing it many, many moons ago. And obviously, if you're a fan of this show, if you're a fan of this podcast, if you're a friend of, well, I guess me, I'm a diehard, to the core Silent Hill fan, okay? Through and through, in all its iterations.
You're
But
listening to the Evil Hour
Resident
podcast.
Evil has
And
always been like
today we
that
got a good one for you.
other
This is
brand,
episode
okay?
3. Right. Right.
It is what it is. I'm more of a Coca-Cola, and that's clearly Pepsi, and not even like the
I,
good kind, like Crystal Pepsi or whatever.
right.
And freaking years ago, I tried playing Resident Evil 1, the first one.
Right.
It didn't go so well, and that was on moderate difficulty too. I didn't know any better. I just figured, why not? Right smack dab in the middle, just middle of the
Fun
road,
fact,
right?
did you actually turn around and try to exit out the door from the beginning by chance?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. Real quick, I'll tell you my
That's
story
an
about
option?
that. Yeah. So, when you enter in the mansion, when they're doing this motion, you know what I'm saying, and
Uh-huh.
talking. So I tried walking out, and fun fact. So just like you, I don't like Resident Evil. I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. By the way, Biohazard and Village is great because it doesn't feel like Resident Evil. I absolutely love it.
Right.
But we're talking about you here, so we'll get back to that real quick.
Oh,
But
you're fine.
I'm talking about my experiences. Is just like you. I was like, you know what? I want to see what is the love of Resident Evil, as in Resident Evil probably, or Resident Evil people probably ask us, what is the love of Silent Hill? Why do you like Silent Hill?
Sure.
And those of you that started off by doing what we did, aka starting off from Silent Hill 1, I hope you had a great experience. And if not, then this is why we're two are alike. Again, this is not your Coke, this is
Yeah.
not your Pepsi. So with that being said, is just like what you said. Actually, I like to explore games like that does
Sure.
exploring. And just like you said, so after the whole cutscene, I tried turning around, and what happens is actually a jump scare, and it scared the fuck out of me from when Resident Evil was first made. I don't know when. Sorry for you guys. I'm about to.
I think they were made like pretty much around the same time
I was gonna
together.
say
I think
98.
Capcom
So
98,
yeah,
99.
so
Yeah.
if you guys are slapping your face, I'm sorry, I'm not a Resident Evil nerd. Um, as I am a
We're
Silent Hill
there.
nerd. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happened was, and by the way, this was a couple years ago. This wasn't like, oh, back in my childhood type shit. This was literally like,
Right.
if I'm comfortably saying this, I would say 2024. Anyway, so
Okay.
I turned around and tried to leave out the door. Yeah, you
Yeah. That
remember.
was around the
Yeah.
same time I tried playing it. Yeah.
And I leaved out the door after the cutscene, and actually a dog fucking, bah, and I'm like, whoa! And it actually scared me. But so yeah, next time
Oh,
if
I
you
didn't
ever
know that was a
try the
thing.
first Resident Evil, walk out the door and you'll know what I mean. If not, I'll send you the link actually right now while you're talking. So, Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
continue on though. I just want to give my experience
So
from that since you didn't know about that.
yeah, no way, dude. I did not know that was even an option. I come from a my gaming history comes from a place of Roberta Williams from the old PC Sierra Games days. And
Right.
so I'm used to what you see is what you get, and that's what you get to interact with, right? And so you have
Yeah.
to ask the game, like, what do you see? What can you get? What can you do with those things?
Yeah.
And so I kind of treat Resident Evil in that now I treat it in that same kind of Roberta Williams theme.
Uh huh.
And I don't know if like maybe the creators knew about King's Quest back in but they had to have.
Right.
Um, but my first time playing through, I got pretty far, I think, by myself on moderate difficulty, playing, I believe, Claire. Claire?
Yeah.
Jill? I don't know. Anyway, the one with the ponytail. And or not the ponytail, but the beret thing.
Yeah.
Um, I know Chris is the other main character, and that's who I'm currently playing as, and I'm using a IGN walkthrough. We'll get there. Um, and then I got pretty far, and then for some reason, like the mansion, it just
Question
became
for
too
you.
much for me to.
Did you
What's up?
beat the game, by
I haven't beat the game
the way?
yet.
Okay. All right. So this is where the rage quitting part comes in.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick.
So I got to a point
I
where
do this already. You can continue talking, but
you're fine. So I got to a point in my playthrough where when you go down one of the hallways, dogs come out after you. I got to a point in the playthrough where um I died in a cheap room where the ceiling's falling in on you. I got to a point where a snake shows up, a huge giant snake that shows up and you fight it. Or well, you don't really fight it. It kind of it escapes. And then I got to a point where one of the rooms in that same general area, one of the doors, I swear Jill has the is it Jill? Claire? I don't
I
remember who
think
it
it's
is. But
Jill.
anyway, okay. Jill must have the strength of like, I don't know, She-Hulk or some shit because as you keep on going in and out of a specific door, it starts to say like, "Oh, if you go through this door one more time, the door handle's gonna break."
Okay.
Yeah, I know, I know. It's one of those things. And by the way, I totally forgot, and yeah, I broke the damn doorknob. So you can go in one way, but you can't go back out the other way. Um, Knowing what I know now, I was nowhere even near halfway, and I gave up. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm fucking done. Fast forward some years later, here we are today in 2026, and just got done with Silent Hill F, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just play a different scary game. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I got all those stupid Resident Evil games. I'll start with the first one since that's been kind of on the back burner
I've been
for
wanting to play
years.
3 because I heard Nemesis was pretty good. Fun fact, I actually own Nemesis for the PS1 as well too.
Oh,
Yeah. I got
that's
gifted that from a
cool.
friend. He's like, look, I don't want no more. You could just have it. And I come find out that's like over $100 worth of game, I think. I'll look up the
Oh,
actual yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's
MSRP on that thing. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I
Um,
typed in Silent Hill. That's fucking crazy. I literally did. I typed in Silent Hill 3. My bad.
Google's like
Yeah, I
automatically
was
typing,
like,
like you type like an S, it's like Silent Hill, like yeah. Um, so
oh,
yeah, so this last or I'm sorry, like what?
eh, yeah, it's like $111 right now.
Nice.
Yeah, loose disc. Yeah, I mean, he even knew the price too. He's like, he goes, I know you're a game collector, so he goes, I feel comfortable with you having this because I know you won't sell it. Until this day, I still have it. Actually, I could show you. So,
I'm clapping.
yeah,
I don't know if the microphone can hear that, but awesome friend, man. Um,
that's actually the same
so
friend who
weeks
gave me the still copy of Silent Hill, PS1 for my
nice.
wedding gift. Yeah, because he's a huge game collector. So, shout out to him. And if you know anything
Hell
about a
yeah,
sealed
dude.
copy of Silent Hill, look it up and
Yep.
let me know the MSRP on that one. Anyway,
Right. Weeks ago, I started before I even started my current run of Resident Evil. Downloaded it to the Steam Deck,
Mhm.
loaded her up, and then let her rip, and had the boyfriend unit play along with me,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Or at least like certain parts.
yeah,
And we didn't even make it through like the first hallway, and we already screwed up so freaking bad.
yeah.
Like we screwed up so bad. So then we rage quit, and I was like, clearly I need like a walkthrough for this, and so then I come onto Twitch here, I load up the IGN walkthrough, and that has been a hot mess of reading the paragraph and then applying that to what I'm doing here. It's just a fucking bonkers, man. I don't know if like maybe IGN as a walkthrough, maybe they were on something. Maybe they were levitated. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that what I read and vice what I'm doing are sometimes the very same thing and yet also very vastly different. So I don't know if it's the game, if it's the write up, if it's it's so bonkers. At least with Silent Hill, like it feels like you can tell like where you're going and what you're doing. So if you read a playthrough or like a walkthrough, it's on point
Right,
as far as like information. This game is like you walk into a room, it's completely dark, and then you're gonna hear a scream, and then you're gonna get a cutscene, and then that means you need to run up to the library, wherever the fuck that is, because your whole map doesn't even say library.
right.
It's just the little things.
Yeah,
Like
no,
it
I
doesn't have
could.
like little symbols like this is a bathroom or
Yeah, I could agree with the whole Resident Evil thing. Like that's what pissed me off, and why I never finished it because it's like you go through that whole mansion, and the whole time you're in the mansion, and it just bothered the fuck out of me. It kind of reminded me of Tormented Souls. That's why I rage quit on that game, which isn't on my list, but it was just constantly you're in the same
it's on my
area,
list.
going on, yeah, going door to door, 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 opening and whatnot.
The thing about Resident Evil is like
Hold on.
and this is what one of my buddies ouch has talked about on my stream week after week after week after week is that you go from one side of the mansion to the other. I'm not complaining about wandering around in a mansion because that's pretty much what the the whole thing's about. What I'm getting at is that as I'm reading this tutorial and doing the thing, now all of a sudden um, it's like at least with the IGN walkthrough, it's like, look for the hallway that's shaped like letter F. I'm like, on God's green earth, what shape of letter F are we even talking about? Like, there's a hallway that's shaped like a letter U, and I swear to God, there's only the one hallway. But in my head, I'm like, who would think about like why would we do this to ourselves in a walkthrough? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's so asinine. Like the walkthrough vice, like, you know, it's just bonkers.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Resident Evil, I am gonna play it once, I'm gonna get through it, and then I am just gonna I'm probably not gonna get back to it. And
Well,
here's the thing, I'm playing it on easy mode.
yeah.
Well, kind of sort of easy mode. So apparently, if you play as Jill, she's easier to play. Like her storyline's easier
Really?
on easy. Yes, so she carries more items, like two more items than Chris does.
That's
I
so
think it's the I'm pointing towards my
yeah.
personal chest. I think it's
I
she's
hate to
got two
say it,
more
but
items that she
towards
can
the time period too and everything, I hate to say it, but sexism,
The
really.
sexism in the game is top notch because everyone looks great. Everyone looks amazing. Um and yeah, so I'm playing on like a easy but like with less items I can personally carry. And that's another thing to point out about this damn walkthrough. It acts like somehow between point A and point B, there was a moment where I was supposed to pre-plan how much I'm supposed to come along with me in my journey as far as my inventory is concerned. And that's where Tormented Souls wins, is because she just has an inventory.
Yeah.
So you don't have to play inventory management on her, on Carolyn. But like, yeah, like that's why I just was like, oh no, oh god, this walkthrough sucks. So I have to read like 3 pages further and go, okay, this is what we're doing today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I totally get it. And I will say this though. The Resident Evil remasters, if you would say, because they
Yeah,
remastered
that's what I'm
3
working
and
on.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it's caught my attention, and especially Resident Evil Requiem. I've been seeing a lot of positivity stuff about it, and I have watched YouTube videos on it with YouTubers. I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty damn good.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
interesting in my point. I still have not
It's
purchased it yet though, because again, I hate to say it like this, I'm not a Resident Evil fan. Like, for those of you
same.
that are out there, you think 4 Up and Down is the best Resident Evil ever, and I'm not gonna quote you on that.
Sure, you can have that.
Yeah, just like how we think Silent Hill 2 is the best one ever.
Wait, no, it's not that we think it is. We know it is.
Exactly, and it's just like, so me personally, I don't think Resident Evil 4 was good at all. I didn't like it at all. And I have played damn near through the game. I have seen the
Really?
ending. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
And so I just can't get behind it. So that's why I'm so scared about Resident Evil Requiem. Because like I said, from coming from a person who isn't a Resident Evil fan, I think Biohazard and Village was the best one ever. And that's just because it didn't
yeah,
feel like Resident Evil. It's first person, and it felt like its own fucking story.
yeah.
And a lot of people that I know that are Resident Evil fans aren't actually fans of that genre.
Really?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people that did not like Village and or Biohazard. And those of you that
So
are probably
wild.
fighting in the comments right now, like, well, I liked it, and good on you, whatever. But from what I've heard around my town, yeah, a lot of people didn't like it at all. And I'm like,
Really?
yeah, to me, I played through them and I loved them. I play them right now, So
It's the way that okay, so, like, earlier today, speaking of, Requiem and Village, boyfriend unit and I were so he, watches YouTube channels where they're like, "Okay, this game's about this," and then it's like the
right,
next game, and it's like, "Okay, this game's like this game, and this game's like this," and it gets to give you, like, a little bit of gameplay and a little bit of, like, what the game is, who the developers, and yada, yada, yada.
right,
So, um some of the games are relating to like, oh, this game is very much like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the the Power Rangers brawler games that came out not too long ago, right?
right,
And I was telling him like, oh god, like it's the way that like now those two games, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that came out not too long ago and the Power Rangers
yeah,
brawler game that came out not too long ago,
yeah,
everyone's just kind of like hyper focused and like these are the two games that really sparked off this new wave of this genre of brawlers being popular. And I told him that yeah, that's I mean for almost decades.
mhm,
I think we could talk half maybe decades and a half, first person horror games were the popularity. That was the thing, you
right,
know?
right,
So like of course Resident Evil is gonna do something there. You've got, Amnesia, you've got uh the Layers of Fear games.
oh yeah.
Of course
Amnesia is
Capcom was
slept
gonna
on.
cash in on that.
As I
I'm
say,
sorry?
Amnesia was slept on.
Right.
Hardcore. Hardcore.
Right. You know?
By the way, as
Like
we
no
were
one
just
was
talking, I just purchased Resident Evil 3 because it's on sale right now for $3, so on Steam. So maybe
right.
I'll start.
So about that,
Yeah, maybe I'll start playing. And that is
another
the
buddy.
remaster one, by the way. So maybe I'll play
Yeah.
that for our new horror game thing. So
My buddy Jason, he on a daily basis has been coming literally a daily basis, which I'm totally a fan of. He's been coming up to me and comparing notes about like him playing Resident Evil 2 and I'm playing Resident Evil 1. I'm just like this. Ugh.
Did you
And then
see,
he's like
by the
giving me like
way? Did you see that they added the Resident Evil April 1st, 2026? They added Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 all on sale right now. They're all $10, but they're on sale for $5 a piece. Yeah, it says it right here. 1996, 1998, 1999. They added all those original copies to Steam, by the way, which I am sending to you
wow.
right now.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
sending it to you
totally cashing in on
right
that
now.
then.
Which I'm honestly debating on getting as well too.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm sending you those right now on Discord if you want
Oh
to.
man, I went on a 2.4 mile run this evening,
Yeah,
just before we started the podcast. My allergies are like, huh?
dude, I'm debating on getting even villages on sale for $10. But yeah, no, I need some horror games, to play. So,
At least between now and whenever Townfall decides to drop.
bro, you're on my list.
And
Hey,
again, it's first person. It's a
oh,
first person game, so
I've
like,
been
of course,
dreaming
like,
my whole life about first person
yeah.
Silent Hill game, and we finally fucking get it. And please, 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 please be better than F. Please, 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 please be better than
I think you need to give F a second shot, man. Give Hanako a second chance, man. Just try like another ending. At least one or two more.
F.
It gets easier, I swear.
Brother.
Once you get it the layout, because it's funny, because like I said, like a couple weeks back, there's a particular like amount of like accolades that you can give her, and then after that, the game is a breeze. It's crazy. Yeah.
My first game
Um.
though is
Yeah. What's yours?
actually Alien Isolation. I cannot get behind it.
Oh.
I can't get behind it at
Oh.
all. And so everybody up and down to this day is
I'm waving, going like me, me, me,
yeah,
me,
yeah,
me.
yeah. No, mine to this day, even though like I know it's on the top 10 best horror games out there of all time. And I tried playing it for so many. So fun fact, when it first dropped on Steam when I was a kid or a teenager, I actually bought it full price, refunded it, got my money back because I couldn't get behind it. And all I wanted to do was like the little fun side game, where you had to run from the alien and all that stuff. That's all I
Yeah.
wanted to do. I
Yeah.
couldn't even do that right. I didn't know how, I didn't know what, I didn't know where. And so anyway, so last year I think it was last year because we were waiting for Silent Hill F to drop.
Yeah.
I didn't have a horror game to play. I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to this game. Fun fact: Steam has dropped that game last year for free. So I downloaded it for free. It's on my Steam account for free right now. I still
Huh.
got the game downloaded now. So save my
Okay.
money. And I got all the way up to you meet that robot guy who now attacks you for no fucking reason.
Right.
And I
Mhm.
just can't get behind it. I rage quit. Not because of him or anything. It's just because I felt like, just like what you were talking about with Resident Evil, with Tormented Souls, I just felt like I was going here, here. I didn't know what to do. I know that you could look up like what your tasks are, what your options are. I just can't do it. And it bothered the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. There was at one point I was live streaming the game and I was low key falling asleep on the live stream because the game was so fucking boring to me. Where I'm like, how is this on the top 10 charts till this day, 2026, of best horror games? I can't get behind it. I rage
I
quit. I rage quit on it.
I think it's
It's
because
a short one,
in
but good
comparison,
one. But I can't get behind Alien Isolation.
I think the reason why Resident Evil, God bless America, Alien Alien Isolation, Jesus, uh, got such high praise though is because if you look at like the other Alien games, um, yeah, I feel like that fan base deserved at least some good game because the other ones are all a wash. They're just I mean, like, even for, like, myself as, like, an Alien fan, because I like the first 2 movies, I don't like everything else after that.
And see, I never
Um,
really liked the I never really got into Alien versus Predator or Alien or Predator. You know, I never really got
yeah.
into I never did, but
Yeah,
I
see,
tried
even,
to
like,
skip it.
Predator for me is a bit of a I like the first Predator, game, I'm sorry, movie. I think, like, my first Predator movie was Alien versus Predator, so it
Yeah,
was even, like you had to know, like, all the things just to
I'm with
freaking
you.
figure that
Same
out.
with me. It was always Alien versus Predator. Then I found out they had their own spin-offs. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
right, and then, like, I watched the first 2,
Well, same thing with
and,
like King Kong and Godzilla. I thought they were just like their own thing, and then I realized like no, King Kong and Godzilla live in the same universe. I'm like, I
right,
never knew that
yeah,
until actually last year.
yeah.
I never knew that until last year.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like,
oh,
what the
okay.
fuck?
Because, like, originally they didn't because, like, of course,
Right? Yeah.
Hollywood. Um,
Well, you know the whole
uh,
point of Godzilla, right? Like the lore of that.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah. I was
yeah,
gonna say, yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. No, that's very on the nose.
cute
But you know what
lore,
I really love?
but
What I really love about Godzilla is that there's so many different kaiju movies that
mhm,
are just completely bombed,
yep.
and I'll have to look up which one it was, but, there's a kaiju, movie that is so off the rails. I think it was featured on, Mystery Science Theater 3000 or something like that, and even watching that, I was like, "Oh god, no wonder this is so horrible." Like, it's amazing that even, like, Godzilla, like, was
Right.
considered better. Like, you know what I mean? And has lasted for so long. Um Yeah, going back to Alien, aside from, like, arcades and things like that where you're, like, taking the gun, shooting,
Right.
shooting, shooting, and shooting, and shooting off screen to reload your gun. Other than those, I've never blinked an eye towards an Alien game
Yeah.
and thought, like, "I'm gonna really try this one out," you know?
Right.
Like, even, like, the times when, like, Alien games I think they had, like, a marine version where
Yeah, yeah. That was
it
like
was
the
kinda
best
like,
one for the PS3 and for the Xbox 360.
it was kinda like Call of Duty, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, even that one, I was like, maybe," but then, like, I don't play Call of Duty, so, like, that's why I didn't blink an eye towards it. I was just like, "You guys can have fun with that one, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, no, that was a
Yeah, I
great
didn't even
first
waste
one.
my time. You're oh, you have way more patience than I do on that one. Um for myself, for my second game that I've ever rage quit on, most recently actually, was Tormented Souls 2,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
the
remember
sequel,
this.
or the
Yeah.
squeakquel, the squeakquel.
That's pretty cool.
As you all know, many years ago, which I guess we could say nowadays, I played the first one, and I think the reason why was because I was in a dry spell of Silent Hill games, and I wanted something new and fresh, and someone pointed my direction, Tormented Souls, and I was like, okay, let's try this out. And I got so into the weeds of the first game that I was like, I have to play this all the way through. And then I completely boondoggled myself out of the best ending for the whole damn game because of this one door with this one room with like these two monsters I do not have the ammunition to even like fight.
Right.
It was a hot mess. And so I got the bad ending. And I think what happened, here's my theory behind this. I don't know this for sure. But I think the bad ending was the default ending because or I'm sorry, the ending that that the creators decided was default was the bad ending
Right.
because too many people could like not get the good ending where you save your sister, bring her to
Right.
the present, and you both walk out the mansion.
Yeah.
Ow. Um, so the second game starts off with Carolyn in a train. She's going off to who knows where. She stops by, and then like she decides to stay the night at a chapel. And as she walks through, and of course it has to be a chapel because even in the first game, there's a chapel room
Yeah.
that you have to go into, and it's got like an effigy of like the Jesus, white Jesus probably, um, broken on the floor and all that stuff. And and so then the lights go out, and then she wakes up in another room. And at this point, I was like, God damn it, did they take another eye out of this girl? Because she only got like one more left.
Right.
Like, the thing about the first game is that the same thing happens. She walks into a mansion, she takes like 10 steps in, and then she's knocked out, and then she wakes up in a room in a bathtub with her eye bandaged, or like her
Right.
left or right eye
Yeah.
bandaged up. And then when you walk to a mirror, it cuts scenes to her removing it and realizing she doesn't have an eye. That eye actually turns out way later on in that same game, you do a time loop to yourself in the bathtub with both eyes, and you have to use a tool to scoop your own eye
What
out.
the fuck?
Here's why, and it's so moon logic, okay? So to get to the next side of the door, so this is just to access another damn door.
Okay.
So to get past the door, you have to have two eyes from twins to look at this retina scanner
Yeah.
at the same time. So since you only have one eye, where's the other eye? So you have to go back in time,
I got
scoop the eye out from yourself, which mainly means that you've been here before and you did it to yourself.
it. Yeah. So you're just in an
Then you put the
alternate
eye,
loop.
you have to, yeah, you have to put like the eye, you have to like string the eye and then hang it, and then you have to like walk up to the other side and then, activate yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, so it makes it seem like you did this to yourself this whole damn time. So I play Tormented Souls 2, and you wake up in a random room. You've got like needles all over your arm. You rip those things out. You wander through the damn room. You try to get out. It kind of like tutorializes you, essentially the same as like the first game.
Yeah.
Um, and then you get into like the main hallways of this chapel, and then you're pretty much going down into the basement. I was like, oh my god, it's a whole different place, but it's pretty much set up the same way as like the first game, where like right off the bat, you're going to the basement and it's not going to be fun, you know?
Yeah. Right.
And then in my head, I was like, I think I played like a whole like 20 minutes, and I was like, I don't even want to meet another character in this game because in the first game, there's only two characters, you and Father, I think his name is like Father Vincent or some shit. And then this whole time, Father Vincent is like your best friend trying to tell you how to, survive the whole damn game. Turns out he's the bad guy in the whole damn game. I know. And so in my head I was like, "You know what? I really don't want to meet another character in this damn game." And at this point, Carolyn is a lost fucking cause to me. Um so is her sister. I don't think she's ever going to be brought back to life. I'm sorry to put it that way, but at this point, Tormented Souls, I even put like a whole damn um like, submit your points on Twitch,
Yeah.
and like if anyone, like if it meets the goal, then I guess I'll play the full video game because I was just playing a demo. And even the demo, I was like, I don't want to play this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a reduction of the first game, and I was like, nah, dude.
Dude, believe it or not, though, my second one, I got like three here, but they're all quick, just like Alien Isolation. So bear with me.
Yeah.
Silent Hill Shattered Memories, Silent Hill Homecoming, and Silent Hill Downpour. Never beat and can't do it.
Really? Okay, let's
Uh-huh.
start with the first one.
So
Shattered
Shattered
Memories.
Memories.
Why?
So it's just not your standard Silent Hill. You lost me at running around and then wiggling the fuck out of the controller just to
Oh,
get the monsters off. But although I can't give that game too much shit just because I have heard it is a great story. I have heard that. I heard it's a great
It's
game.
different.
But
Yeah.
I just can't get behind it, so I rage quit on it. Homecoming, real quick,
How far did you get on Shattered Memories?
not far to the school.
Oh, so you're, like, halfway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, fun fact though, Homecoming, I'm damn near at the end. I beat
Oh,
through the jail. I beat all 3 bosses because there was the Muppet, there was the
no, there's a
plant one.
tree.
Yeah, the plant one,
There's a tree, and then there's
Muppet.
the doll.
Yep, and then
Um, oh, and then you go to, the jail,
yeah, I went to
and,
the jail.
there's the screamer. The
Yeah, the
screamer.
screamer, and then the axe people. I got in
Wax
close.
people.
Well, the axe monsters. They have like the horns, and they sway at you like this. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah. So
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
made it past the jail, but I got told that I'm literally at the end. I can't do it though. I
Yeah, you
gave
got,
up on
like
that game. Not because it was hard. It lost my interest. I can't do it.
yeah,
I made it back to where
yeah.
you're at like the home again, but you have to do those puzzles and like the everything's on fire type shit. I forget what it is. You're in like the attic. You have to
Well,
like
I
grab
mean,
like
cause
the
like, after
keys.
the
Yeah.
oh, no, not that jail. Okay, and I'm so sorry. There are 2 jails
Oh, there's
in that
two
whole game.
jails.
So I yes, so I thought you were at the later jail, not the first jail.
Yeah, I know. I made it past the first jail. I didn't know there was two
Okay,
jails.
so then you went into the
Uh
sewers,
huh.
and then you pop back out,
Yep.
and then you go
I
to,
thought
I
you went back
believe,
home and then
the
you went to
house.
that. Yeah. You went to that's where I
Yes.
stopped because I just can't. I just can't.
Oh.
Not because it
Oh,
was
okay.
hard, but it just lost the fuck out of my interest. Like
The
at that
pacing's a
point,
bit slow
I
there.
hate to say it, but it was like Silent Hill 4, where towards the ending, I'll back this to this day. Silent Hill 4 had an amazing story. I love this story, and all the maps were beautiful. I love every single map of Silent Hill 4. It was when you got to the
Yeah.
ending of Silent, or towards the ending of Silent Hill 4, and you have to do the maps but in reverse. That's when I was
Mhm.
like, I want this game to end. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Can we stop?
Yeah.
And then finally, I ain't gonna lie, like towards the end, I did look up YouTube tutorials because I was like, just get me through this. Just get me fucking through this.
Oh,
I'm done.
it's the way
But
Dom,
the
it's
story
the
was
way that
amazing.
I just got done playing Silent Hill 4, before I
Yeah, I
started Resident
remember that.
Evil,
Yeah.
because it was literally because it's literally the last game on my, that I can actually play because I don't have Shattered Memories and I don't have a Wii. So, I don't have a way of chronicling
Yeah.
that adventure, but
Do you want
but,
Resident Evil 3, by the way? I'll gift it to you. You can play that with me. Fuck it.
sure, I
All right.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you. Here, fuck it.
Um,
Keep talking.
it's the way that, by the way, thank you, friend.
Yeah, I got you. Figured you
It's the
you
way
could
that
suffer with me.
friends definitely you're a real friend when you suffer with someone else. You know? You're
Exactly.
both just like, "Let's just go. Let's do this." Um, it's the way that I played Silent Hill 4 on hard difficulty, fresh, after years of not playing it. Years of not playing it, right?
Right.
I got to the second building world, and totally that game decided to ratchet it up, and I just got clapped. And I had to rage quit that game, start all over at the very beginning on easy mode, just so I could speed run it all the way back to where I was before. And yeah, man, it was one of those like pieces of
You're
humble
Shauna
pie that
on
like
Steam, by
rarely
the way, right?
happens. Sorry?
You're Shauna on Steam, right?
It's,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you just get it?
Um, let me
Check your
check.
email.
Hold on. Turn that
Sure.
turn the
That's the
machine on
remaster
actually.
one, by the way. I just purchased because for some odd reason the remaster is
Aw.
more cheaper than.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Probably for a reason. I mean, it's fine. It's all right. A gift's a gift's a gift.
Exactly.
Do-do-do. Come on, buddy.
Make sure you
I
said
believe in
that.
you.
But yeah, no. So yeah, and then same thing with Downpour. Downpour, I didn't make it too far. I made it to the mansion, and I was just fucking done because it just lost my interest. Again, I didn't really
Mansion.
rage quit. The library or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what it is.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, it's not the mansion, it's the, gosh darn,
Yeah, I was getting so pissed. I kept on getting killed because like you went through the caves and dealt with those fucking guys. By the way, the cave
the bat
monsters.
creatures, yeah.
Yeah, and I again I wouldn't really necessarily say I rage quit from it. It just these just mostly lost my interest to the point I did start raging because I was like I'm fucking done. I am fucking done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's my second one.
That makes sense. I don't know why my Steam Deck is just being freaking dumb right now.
I
Alright, I'll check it
yeah
later.
yeah yeah.
So, I have played through Silent Hill: Shattered Memories. My biggest, like, takeaway, like, one thing that I can say I would sit there and be like, "Oh, no, you have a point," is when, like, the monsters try to, like, hug you,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
that's what
Then you just
knocks you out. The story is amazing. Yeah, I have to, like, "Huh, huh,
what I'm used to.
huh."
Hey-ya!
Um,
Hey-ya!
yeah, it's honestly the first Silent Hill game where you don't fight.
Yeah.
You have no fighting. There's
Which
no
always
fighting.
fucks me up because
Um,
Silent Shadow Memories always came before Homecoming, which always fucks me up because I swear it's Homecoming and then Shadow Memories, but it's not.
yeah. Um, Downpour, okay, so I tried
Downpour
playing
was some
that
shit.
game with the boyfriend unit, and we got to town, and then we started roaming around. We got to, like, the second portion of the town,
Right.
just before this part where you're at, and we haven't picked it up since then. So, I guess there's a slump in pacing there that, like, is there. I don't see it. I just kinda just go, "La, la, 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 la," like, I'm roaming through the streets, I'm having such a fun time,
Right.
you know? Um, and Homecoming is contentious because the whole damn thing doesn't even take place in Silent Hill, it takes place in again, I think we have a theme here because like, Silent Hill F doesn't take place in Silent
Oh
Hill,
man, yeah.
um, Ascension didn't, and, yeah,
What's your third one?
you know? My 3rd one is I I was running out of ideas, but here's the thing. It's so true because, um, every time I look at these games, I'm like, "This is gonna be so much fun." And then I quickly realize it's not. I just get my ass handed to every single time. The Mega Man series.
Oh yeah, this one makes total perfect sense, especially
Classic.
Mega Man 3. I heard.
With absolutely no learning curve. Um, with absolutely no chill factor. And it doesn't matter if you follow you can beat video games. I've tried. I've tried following that guy in his tutorials. I guess I'm just bad at playing that game or those games. And I just do it for fun at this point, just to clown myself at this point. Just let me watch myself just be really horrible at a video game and then just get to a point where I'm done. I don't want to play these games anymore. I have no idea how they made so many of them and whatever. Fuck you, Mega Man.
Fuck you. Nah, that makes perfect sense. For my third one, if that's no, that makes perfect sense. Trust me, with the whole do 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 do, and then you just die, and then back in those times, yeah, restart all the way over. No, fuck that,
Or you had like a code that you had to somehow
dude.
jot down,
Dude, yeah,
like you had a
when
pen
you
and paper
died,
on
yeah,
you,
yeah, it was like up A B over over. Yeah, dude, fuck that shit.
or they had a dot
Uh
system,
huh. I remember all
like a
that.
chart, like a little
Yeah.
dot system chart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't even gotta go into detail with Mega Man because I already know. And granted, I'm young, but I've been there. I fucking
I
been
think my
there.
first Mega Man was Mega Man 2 on the NES, and
Oh.
even I there are some games I think my parents got that they didn't do research on it.
Yeah.
I think they just were like, "This looks fun. It's from Nintendo, so it must be fun." And I'm just like,
Well,
"No."
to end the night off with my third one, and obviously this wouldn't be a rage podcast without mentioning it. Souls like games.
Oh
You can't
god.
forget the Souls like games. I have rage quit on
No.
Dark Souls 2, 1, 3, and honestly, I mentioned it before, but Elden Ring pisses me off. Bloodborne is fucking amazing, but I will say this though.
Well, what sets Bloodborne apart from the other ones then?
Oh, dude, Bloodborne is like the easier version of any Souls like. Like it's still Souls like, but it's easy to, in my opinion. Besides the
Okay.
the DLC is like if
Is it
you're fucking pro.
okay, but then okay, so like okay, so I get like because I've played Souls 2 and
Oh, see,
I
you
just went
played the
like raw
worst
dog
one.
in like
That's the worst one.
of course.
Yeah, that is the
Of course
worst
I
one.
did. I got past the first like fight
Yeah.
and then you go through like this cave
Yep.
or like if I remember my memory's clear, there's like this house nearby with like these old witches or something like
Yep.
that. Go through this cave area and then I read like this like writing on the ground and it was like go into the cave on your
Yeah,
left and I was like, "Okay."
don't ever read the writing on the grounds. They're just trolls, and they're like, "Oh, jump off this ledge," or "There's a secret wall here," and just it's trolls. It's just trolls. Be
Yep,
wary.
I totally got
Yeah.
clapped in like point 0.5 seconds and
No,
I had
so
no
I
idea.
have beaten Elden Ring. Beautiful story, beautiful gameplay, and actually, I went completely 360. So I never understood Souls games in my life. I never understood like if you
Yeah.
do a vagabond build, you have to build like a vagabond. If you do a samurai build, you have to build like a samurai. You could do bleed, you could do poison, you could do whatever. The list goes
Yeah.
on. Until Elden Ring is the very first Souls like game I have ever beaten. And it was goddamn beautiful. It was hell. It was fucking hell. And it didn't make no sense because Elden Ring is also the very first Souls like game that is free roam.
Oh,
So you could go where the fuck you want. But there is a certain path that you go that is a story. And the story is
okay.
fucking phenomenal. And by the way, there's like 5 different endings.
Okay.
But we're not gonna get into those.
Oh, no, beautiful.
So
Awesome.
I fucking beat an Elden Ring, and then I was like, that's when it just snapped at me. I was like, oh my god, if you build as a knight, you have to dual wield swords. You have to do, so knights could only carry, or let's not say knights. Let's just say vagabond in this aspect. Or you could carry colossal weapons. You could carry this. If you do vagabond, you want to do like you want to put your level up points into your health, into your strength, into whatever. If you do
Mhm.
samurai, you want to do fucking these ones, intelligence, all that stuff. And it's like, oh, that's when I snapped. So then I went back and I played Bloodborne. Beat Bloodborne my first try. I mean, I died obviously a
Oh,
couple times.
okay.
And then I went back to Dark
Yeah.
Souls 3, and this is where it gets a little hasty. I never beat Dark Souls 3. And then I have Demon Souls on my PS5. I can't get past the second boss. And that's where it
I
just
see.
ends there. So I love Bloodborne. I love Elden Ring. I beat in those games. Fantastic story. When it comes to the Dark Souls or Demon Souls, I'm fucking good. Fuck you guys. And those of you that could beat that game, I touch grass because there's no fucking way.
Right.
They're different. Like
There's
even
some
the
folks
Demon Souls remaster, which is like better
yeah.
graphics, better this, better that. It's not as janky as it was on the PS3. Nah, nah, it's still
Yeah, but there's
fucking
folks that,
same
like,
same.
even I know that
Because I take my
you have, like
Elden Ring knowledge and brought it back to that, and I still nope,
uh-huh.
nope, does not work. I can't understand
Damn.
it. I don't understand it, and I
Yeah,
refuse.
I understand that because I tried playing Resident Evil the first time around as if it was Silent Hill, and I was just like, "It's not working.
Yep,
It doesn't work."
nope.
And so I can understand that. It's even this walkthrough has kinda, like, not not taught me it's taught me a little bit, a lot, but, like,
I was gonna
by a
say, those
lot,
of
but,
you that
like
are my Elden Ring fans, and then you do bleed damage, you already know. You already know, dude. Bleed damage is,
yeah?
oh my god, dude. It's like 1, 2, 3, and it does like negative 1500, and it's like, oh. And then it's like
Oh.
1, 2, 3, negative 2,700. Like it's like, oh, dude, it's so satisfying to see like you doing a little bit of damage, and then next thing you know, it's like bam on the, on the,
On a life bar?
yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yep, but yeah, no, fuck Demon Souls, fuck Dark Souls, don't care about you. But Dark Souls is a
You and I
beautiful
both
story and a
know
dark story though. Dark Souls 3,
you
that
and I
is.
both know people though who have played like I
Oh
think
yeah.
they still do play Dark Souls
Oh yeah,
and
Wingnut and Dizzy for sure.
yes,
Yeah.
I was thinking of him exactly. I was like Wingnut, I think Amberian Music
Yep.
also plays, and I think also
Dizzy plays it as well.
yes, Dizzy plays as
Yeah.
well.
He
Yeah,
just got
it's
done
just
playing Liza P, which I also played and rage quit to because I can't get
also
behind it. Actually,
you
on
know,
my channel
so
trailer, you can see me raging to Liza P on Twitch.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the way that I remember, in a dry spell of horror games, I was looking up horror games, and Lies of P was popping up as if, like,
I
this
don't
was a
get
game
that
for you
because
to
I definitely
I don't
say
get it either.
Bloodborne is more horror than Liza P. And by the way,
Yeah?
with that being said, too, with the Souls games, real quick before we get done here, um, it's definitely user error because I'm one of those persons. I don't know how to hit dodge. Till this day, I beat an Elden Ring, and till this day, I replay Elden Ring. I replay Souls like games because they are fun to me, but I cannot hit
Hmm.
dodge. I have ADHD like a motherfucker. I can't read different attacks. And what's wrong with me is when I do attack, I'm like hack, 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 slash, slash, slash. I don't dodge. And then when they just go boom and it's like one hit, I'm dead. So it's definitely user errors on me, but fuck those games. I'm done.
But, I mean, that's makes you the gamer that you are, and,
Exactly.
even, like even in, like, I remember when we played Silent Hill F and we both were just like,
Yeah.
"It's Souls-like."
Yeah,
You're right. I
100%
still to this
is.
day I still d but it's so not it
I
is,
remember
but
when I
it's
was telling
not,
you
and I
about
think it's
Silent Hill F, I was just like, hey, without giving you the description of Silent Hill F and spoiling it for you, it's Souls like. And you're like, what? And then you played it and you're like, it's definitely Souls like. It really is.
yep. It's definitely Souls light,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, and, um, I think that, like I think that would be a really good starting point for, like, that game, or Elden Ring would be really good starting points for Souls-like games,
Right.
but, definitely I didn't see Lies of P as a horror game. Maybe the
Yeah.
storyline's scary?
It's just a
I don't
dark
know.
story about Pinocchio. That's all it is. But yeah, that's all of mine, man.
Eh
And
I could not get that plot line through that damn game. I'm sorry. I have
yeah.
seen people play that game. I'm just like, what's even the plot? And I don't even think the gamers even know at this point. I think they're just like, just wanting to roam around, just hack and slash shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah. So those,
yeah.
huh?
Oh no, I was just gonna wrap it up here.
Right. Well, I have some news for the
Oh
folks.
yes, that's right.
I am a Spartan for the second time. We have
Yeah.
gotten our blue medal for our super. So next year we're gonna be doing the beast, and I'm super mad about this medal. I am so mad about this medal, Dom.
What's
I
going
worked my
on?
butt off for this. Do you see what's wrong with this medal?
I don't. I see Spartan 2026.
Yeah, I'll show you. This was last year's medal.
Oh, okay.
Come into
Yeah,
focus.
yeah, no.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's red.
I like
It's
that one.
beautiful,
Right.
right? It also came with this.
Oh, that's kind of I mean not kind of. That's cool. I like that.
So this is a third of another of a whole other medal that you build up, right?
Oh, yeah. I see what
Right.
it
Right. So what Spartan decided to do was make this a whole medal into itself,
Yep.
and this would be the second third of this that I got last year. It gets better. This little chip here, this is actually a little chip, and it pops out. There's nothing in here that designates that I
Unspecified.
did a super on the inside. And so now I have this tiny little chip, for those who are watching on the video, of this little hexagon thing with the tiniest blue side of a helmet that's supposed to stack up next to this behemoth size of a medal right here to
Right.
make something called a face shield. I am trying to lead the way in Spartans uprising and all this stuff. And then on the back, here's the thing, on my original one, it was two boars going at it, right?
Yeah.
Fighting it out, right? Head to
Yeah.
head, that kind of shit. This one has the design of a wolf on the back. And then,
This is
because this is my
disrespect at
second
this
year,
point.
it's the way Spartan didn't know. Spartan did not know who I am. So later on in the week, this was on Sunday, Easter Sunday, and as soon as we walk up to like the dome where there's like all this merch and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I feel bad for the people who have to like either A, work at Spartan, or B, um volunteer, because they were trying to sell these little like chips like they were the hottest damn thing on the face of the planet. I was like, well, yeah, because you guys like fully invested into it, so you have to hype it up. But I thought this was a joke. I thought this was just like a little gag, because like at Disney World or Disneyland, there's like these pins that you can collect, and then like as you go through the park, they have a honor system of take a pin, leave a pin. So
Right.
if you see a pin on a wall that you like, you just take that one off and you replace it with one that you don't like anymore.
Yeah.
I thought that's what these things were gonna be.
No, no.
These they're treating these like the damn medal for your trifectas now. And it's a complete like, to me, I'm just gonna say it right now, right here. I don't care if we lose
Fuck
a
it.
future sponsorship with Spartan here.
Nah.
Um this has completely missed the mark. So
Yep.
then later on in the week around Wednesday, they the app goes, "Would you like to leave a review of your San Jose Spartan race?" I was like, "Bet." So this is why I said more corporate than warrior. I've been a loyal Spartan for a while. However, the recent San Jose race left much to be desired. It feels like the brand is losing its soul in exchange for a streamlined, sanitized experience, and here's why this year missed the mark. The metal mismatch. Spartan pushed the new microchip metal plate system, but there's zero uniformity with the metals from previous years. For those of us who display our hardware as a timeline of our progress, this lack of consistency is a major aesthetic letdown. Lackluster finisher shirts. The shirts this year lack the je ne sais quoi. They don't feel like a badge of honor you'd want to wear at the gym or out in public. They feel like generic mass produced tech tees lacking the wow factor of previous seasons. And remember that wolf on the back of the medal?
Yeah.
It took me until Monday to get up and move around, which is why I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to work, but I can stream for 5 hours straight. And before that, I looked up, why is there a wolf on the back of the medal? Here's why. Wolf pack culture is what they're pushing now. Join the wolf pack. Be a Spartan. Aru, aru. The current mentality being pushed doesn't feel like a positive physical or mental representation of a Spartan of what a Spartan should be. Instead of fostering the stoic, disciplined, inclusive Spartan ideal, it feels exclusionary, which misses the mark on the true spirit of the race.
That's pretty It's
Don't ask me
tough.
to write a review for you.
It's
It's
tough.
yeah. So the year before last, I'm sorry, last year, it was a whole field and it was full of mud. It was
Oh no, yeah,
awesome.
I
We
remember. You
bought
sent me pictures. Yeah.
we bought $20 shoes from Walmart to specifically destroy,
Fuck them
right?
up.
And we
Yep.
did. This year around, we bought $20 shoes from Walmart
Too good.
and we still have those damn shoes.
Yeah.
You know what the most inconvenience we had with those damn shoes?
What's that?
Is we walked through a lake.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
So they're still in the garage, waiting to be destroyed by. So I said a clean course. Enough said. Tone deaf logistics is my second to last gripe here. Perhaps the most jarring part of the atmosphere of the festival area, having a border security recruitment position directly across from a fuck ice message highlights a massive disconnect with in event planning. It felt disorganized and socially unaware, pulling the focus away from the athleticism and into political clash. Spartan needs to decide if it wants to be a gritty test of human will or a sanitized corporate circuit. Right now, it's drifting towards the later.
Damn.
And it was like the DJ would stop the music and then he'd be like, "Hey guys," I don't know why I'm using my phone as a microphone. I have a microphone in front of me. He would be like, "Hey guys, it's your DJ Ricks over here." Um, Silent Hill Downpour reference. And uh he was like, border security's here and they're looking for athletes who want to recruit in and help with the border security. We live in California, so like obviously that's kind of a job. Um, but also at the same time, um, no, like if anybody has like an ear on like what the hell like border security has been doing with like just simple like within kids in high schools or just people walking up and down a goddamn street in Minnesota, like no. Who would wanna join that? Nobody. And, oh, by the way, it wasn't just border security there. There was a whole Navy recruitment, table set up right next to them, right? But here's the hilarity behind the United States Navy's recruitment table, okay? There was not one sailor there. The DJ didn't even pop in and go like, "Hey, guys, we got a Navy recruit. If, you wanna,
Yeah,
if you
do
think you
that
got the
shit.
grit to be
Yeah.
a sailor, go join the US Navy." Accelerate your life right into a brick wall. Um, oh, actually, I think they changed their slogan to "Forged by the Seas" now, or something like that. I don't know. Mine was "Accelerate your life." So that just tells you how old I am now. Um, but there was no sailor there. Instead, it was a big, long white table with like degree for men and women just piled on top, and then like there was like this tiny little sign that said "U.S. Navy." That was it. That that was
Everything's just a
That was
disappointment.
that that was, like, that was all the Navy could do to recruit that day. Like, and I saw people walk up, and they would just be like this. I'm sure they're, like, just done with their race or whatever. They'd walk up, and they'd just, like, grab a deodorant and then, like, immediately apply it on their armpits and just, like, walk away. Get enough of it.
Ugh.
But yeah, that was the Spartan race, and I have a urban legend for you, brother. And then after that,
Yeah.
it'll be a wrap for the evil hour. So I'm gonna take you guys to a little place called Long Beach, California. Billiard Room Ghost of the Queen Mary. The RMS, which means Royal something. It's part of the Royal British Fleet, okay? RMS. RMS Queen Mary, a towering silhouette against the Long Beach skyline, is renowned not only for its luxurious past but also its spectral residents. Among the ship's most whispered about legends is the tale of the Billiard Room Ghost, a spectral figure that haunts the upper decks, leaving a trail of questions and lingering sense of unease in its wake. The origins of the legend. The legend of the billiard room ghost, like many shipboard tales, is shrouded in the mists of time and memory. While specific dates and names remain elusive, the ghost's emergence is generally tracked back or traced back to the ship's decades of service as a luxurious transatlantic ocean liner. The billiard room, a smoky wood-paneled sanctuary of gentlemanly pursuits, wink wink, was a hybrid hub of activity, filled with the click of billiard balls, the lighter of passengers, and the hum of conversations. It was a space where fortunes were won and lost, where deals were made, and perhaps where secrets were kept. It is believed the ghost's appearance began to be reported after the ship's discommissioning, decommissioning, and conversion into a hotel included an attraction in Long Beach, which by the way still is a thing. You can sleep on this ghost ship. Security guards, maintenance crews, and eventually overnight guests began to share uncanny experiences centered around the billiard room. These early accounts were often dismissed as products of overwhelmed imaginations or the ship's natural creaks and groans, which does happen. I've been on a couple of ships, and each ship has its own different sounds. Yeah, as the number of reports grew, the legend of the billiard room ghost began to solidify, becoming an integral part of the Queen Mary's haunted lore. The core of the legend revolves around a recurring visual. Witnesses often report seeing a figure, typically described as a man dressed in attire consistent with the ship's operating eras, the 1930s and the 1940s, either standing near or seemingly playing at one of the billiard tables. His appearance is described as fleeting, often a momentary glimpse before he vanishes, and sometimes into the room's woodwork or through a wall. Do you believe in ghosts? I think I've asked
Yeah.
you that before. I think we both. Yeah? Okay. The ghost's presence is heralded by more than just visual cues. A palpable chill is frequently reported by those who encounter him. Even in a room which is generally warm, a sense of being watched is another common experience. A lingering unease persists even when the figure is not visible. Crucially, some accounts include auditory phenomena. The sharp, distinct clicks of billiard balls contracting uh, contracting each other has been reported echoing through the rooms e- when it's otherwise empty. Some even claim to have heard faint muffled sounds of conversations as if a spectral game were being played just beyond the veil of perception. These sounds, coupled with the fleeting visuals, have firmly established the billiard room ghost moniker. So here's the rational explanations of whether or not this ghost truly does exist or not. As with any haunting, the origins of the billiard room ghosts are subject to intense speculation and various theories. These range from rational explanations to more fantastical conjectures. On the rational side, some believe the sightings are seemingly manifestations of the ship's aging structure, settling wood, shifting metal, other environmental factors like drafts. Fluctuating temperatures can create realistic sounding noises like the clicking of balls, or cause shadows which are easily misinterpreted in dimly lit atmospheric settings. The sensory deprivation, the unique environment of an old ship, can also contribute to hallucinations, maybe even misperceptions. Another theory suggests the power of sharp storytelling. Once a ghost story gains traction, individuals, particularly those predisposed, 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 God, I cannot say that word right. Pretty much like you and me, Dom. Uh, we are believers. Um, or visitors are visiting knowing haunting locations may unconsciously interpret ordinary experiences through those lenses. The legend itself becomes a catalyst for its own replication. More fantastical, center to the lore, is the idea the ghost is a residual haunting. This concept suggests an intense emotional charge event, a high stakes game, a heated argument, perhaps a moment of great stress. Sadness was somehow imprinted on the environment, replaying like a spiritual recording. Attempts to identify the specific ghosts have proven difficult. While various theories have circulated, linking the figure to crew members or prominent passengers who frequented the billiard room, none have definitively been proven. The identity of the ghost player remains as elusive as his presence. Interestingly, though, the enduring nature of the legend has inspired various fictional interpretations appearing in books, documentaries, and even fictional narratives about the Queen Mary. This interplay between facts, folklore, fiction has served to both perpetuate and complicate the core mystery. The billiard room ghost remains an enduring mystery precisely because it defies a single satisfying answer. The accounts, while often anecdotal and prone to embellishment, are too numerous and consistent to be easily dismissed. They speak to a collective experience that transcends individual instances. The Queen Mary, in its current role as a hotel and historical landmark, leans into the haunted reputation, offering ghost tours and investigations, which I'm sure just does not help at all. This in turn keeps the legend alive, enduring a steady stream of new witnesses entering the billiard room, ready to add their own experiences to ship's ever-growing spectral narrative. Whether the product of the particularly active imagination, environmental quirks, a general supernatural presence, the billiard room ghost continues to intrigue unsettling visitors. It represents a lingering echo of the ship's past, a ghostly player forever engaged in an unfinished game, a reminder some mysteries are woven into the very fabric of history, resisting simple explanations. Ultimately, the ghost of the billiard room is a reminder the stories we tell about the past are often a blend of fact and folklore. It serves as as a testament to the power of place, particularly a grand, aged vessel like the Queen Mary, to inspire tales which chill, confuse, ultimately captivate our imaginations. The click of a spectral billiard ball, a sudden drop in temperature, a fleeting glimpse of a figure in vintage attire, these elements weave a tapestry of mystery which ensures the Queen Mary's most present players will never truly be forgotten. And that is the billiard room of the Queen Mary
Awesome.
here at Long Beach, California. Never been, but I have seen a movie that was like a ghost ship
Yeah,
movie.
it's called Ghost Ship. I don't really know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think yeah. I watched it. It's a complete B movie.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's the way that in that movie, which we could talk real quick about, they hired a little person to play as a kid
Yeah.
because they couldn't, I guess, like hire a kid to play as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, did anybody else get that? Because I did. I was like, "That's a little person," and then I was like, I was sitting sitting on the couch with my roommate, and we're both watching this film, going like, "What is going on here?" And then, oh god, the way they did him dirty in that film.
Well, all right. Well, I'll wrap this up. But, um, next time we will try to do the same thing as we do every night, which is surviving. My name is Radistrophic/Dom, and this is
I'm Sean Graves. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in.
wishing you all the best. And then until next episode, and pleasant dreams.